Enchanted Tiki Talk is brought to you by Kingdom Strollers. Our premium stroller and crib rentals are delivered straight to your Disney or Orlando area resort. It couldn't be easier. Book yours at kingdomstrollers.com. And Mouse Pros. Let our travel specialist plan your next vacation. Our concierge level service gives you the perfect hassle-free vacation. Get your free quote from Sean or any of our magical agents at mousepros.com. And Mickey Monthly, the Disney fans' monthly subscription box that brings the magic right to your door. Visit them at mickeymonthly.com. And buy Woody Sunglasses. Don't let glare ruin your magical view. These premium wood frame polarized sunglasses will let you tour the parks in style. Visit them at woodies.com. And now, it's show time!
Vahidi me Kyonimana, ladies and gentlemen, no flashbulbs, please. Our performers are temperamental and easily upset. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, look at all the people.
My goodness, you're all staring at us. We better start the show rolling.
Wait, we forgot to wake up the Glee Club.
Hey, howdy, hey, and welcome to Enchanted Tiki Talk. We are your hosts. I'm Sean.
I'm Keith.
I'm Matt.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Alan.
So grab yourself a Dole Whip or a citrus roll, pull up a chair, and enjoy the show.
This is episode 123 for the week of January 28th, 2018.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Enchanted Tiki Talk. This week on the show, we are actually, well, how do I say it? Everybody in the Tiki kind of was sick in the past week, or too many personal things going on. So, fortunately, I had a show that we recorded back in June that we never ever released. It was kind of funny that I had an episode going back that far that we had for emergency purposes. I guess I planned to use it a lot earlier than we are doing, but here is the episode anyway. So I just want to apologize for any, maybe some, I don't know if there's misinformation in there, but some things, we've experienced things since the recording of the show, so some of our opinions and ideas aren't necessarily up to date, so just be aware of that while listening to the show. And I also wanted to take some time and thank everybody for tuning in to the show and how appreciative we are of everybody out there who takes the time, every Monday or whatever day of the week it is to listen to us. We appreciate that, and we appreciate people interacting with us on Facebook and emailing us too, so you have no idea how that much actually means to us. It's also nice for me to have control of the microphone right now, and nobody can stop me from saying whatever I want, so this is great for me. I love this. No, not really. I kind of miss the guys not being here, but I'm finishing the podcast up pretty late on a Sunday night, trying to get it out there for you guys to listen to, wherever you're going to be in your car, like I said before. But, we do appreciate everything for it. And, you can always leave a message on the Tiki Talk hotline, especially in your park, telling us how what's going on, what your favorite thing is happening in the park. If you tried a new snack, we'd love to hear things like that, and we'll play it in the show. We'd love that. Take some time if you can and rate us in iTunes. If you listen in iTunes, we would appreciate that as well. And, I don't think I have anything much more to say than that, but hopefully we have a great year of some shows, and if you want to come on the show, let us know. If you have some show ideas, you can message us as well. So this is your show as well, not only ours, so, let us know what you think, like Matt says at the end of the show. So, everybody, see you later.
The one, the only. John.
Batteries not included.
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. Oh, what do you know? Ah, shucks. Talk to me. Come along, you sing the song, the M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
The Talking Mickey Mouse with illustrated book and cassette from Worlds of Wonder.
The break is over. The guys are back in the hut. But don't worry, nobody peed on the floor, because Scott is perch trained. Don't worry.
It's about time.
I know, it took a while.
Cleaning out that guy's cage was just horrible.
We were running out of newspaper.
I know, it was getting brutal, but finally he's been trained. We're good. So, this week on the show, we're going to talk about our top 5 themed areas in Walt Disney World. As in themed areas, as in, like, what is a theme? A theme area would be something that basically would go together like peas and carrots, No, it's not.
You stole my line.
No, but it is, like our themed areas would be something like Pandora, which is completely themed.
So why don't you just talk about all of our answers?
Well, no, I'm just saying so
Good.
people understand the idea of the theme. Harambe Village and Animal Kingdom. Any
Check.
type of theming like that. So
Scott's list is done.
yeah, Scott is over. Or it could be the Springs area, whatever, the landing at the Springs, anything like that. It's all completely themed. Scott's done. We don't need him anymore. So
and good night.
So I'm going to actually start off here first, and one of the things I wanted to say is I wanted to think outside the box a little bit here, and one of my favorite themed areas is the Wilderness Lodge Resort in right near Magic Kingdom. Now the lodge has been transformed. It's half DVC now. They had the expansion that's now Copper Creek, and everything's been renamed over there. They have the new Geyser Point restaurant, the new pool area, which I have seen pictures. By the time this comes out, the resort will be open already. But I have seen pictures, and it really looks well themed. It's definitely come together. And time will tell once I'm actually down there and seeing that part of it how much I really like it. But overall, the resort is beautifully themed. It's you're walking into there, and it's just stepping out to the grounds of outside. It's like you're not in Florida anymore. You can literally feel like you're out west somewhere. And stepping into the grand lobby, it's so immense, and you're just taken away. Like, it does feel like you're on a vacation there. So just the whole resort in itself, going down to Geyser Point, Scott can tell you about it as well. Geyser Point is incredible. It's really well themed. It's right on the water. It's a place I can certainly spend hours there and enjoy myself. So Wilderness Lodge is top 5 for me.
I just want to be able to go look inside one of the little cabins that they're going to open, because there's no way I'll ever be able to stay there.
Yeah, me either.
Take the boat from Magic Kingdom to the Wilderness, and you can see in every single one of them if you want.
Yes, you can. That kind of
there's
creeps
very
me out.
little privacy on those.
Yeah, I think that. What are the rooms in the back? I guess.
Yeah, the bedroom's in like the front of the cabin where you can't see that part.
Right. Yeah.
It kind of sounds like the Treehouse Villas when you're leaving Riverside and going down to Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's so much fun looking in everybody's windows. I do it all the time.
Yeah, we had to cover the kids' eyes one time. So
Did you? Oh, I've seen stuff. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like, close the blinds, people. Come on, did you forget?
Oh no, they knew.
They had something else in their mind.
Yeah, oh yeah. Brown chicken, brown cow.
Mating season here at the Wilderness Lodge. It's our evening tour.
Full moon tonight.
I do enjoy the resort. It's always one we stop at if we do this resort, like a hopping day. It's nice if you just want to walk around. It's relatively quiet. It's a nice escape, like from like Florida, like Sean said. I mean, there's no like characters anywhere. It's basically just like a lodge cabin, which is really, really nice.
It just depends on how you define characters, Keith.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
If Sean's there, there's always one character there. I guess one of mine is always the boardwalk at night. It's a nice way to cap off your day. If you're at Epcot, you just to walk over there. The theming is perfect. You've got the performers out. The water's there. It's lit perfectly. It's a nice spot to get yourself a drink and kind of unwind after a busy day at the parks.
Yeah, that was on my list as well. My wife and I had a dinner over at Flying Fish, and then after we got done, we just, spent an hour or so just walking around watching the different acts and stuff on the boardwalk and just kind of taking in the atmosphere. And you time it just right, you can catch a little bit of illumination. So it's a perfect area to just kind of chill and relax.
I agree. It does have to be at night, especially when illuminations is going. It's just a whole new atmosphere there.
So the first one that I had on my list, and I'm not going to go off the beaten path like these other guys. I'm going straight into a park. It's the circus and I forget the name of it. Just flew out of my head. But over in Fantasyland Circus. There you go, Storybook Circus. Thank you.
Storybook Circus.
Yes, Storybook Circus. Yes.
I believe that's the Storybook Circus that you're trying to think of, sir.
Thank you, Keith. Nobody could think of that, so thank you. I'm glad you're here, bud. But that area, especially at night when, you got the lights on and everything, it's a really well done area and everything. I just like going over there with the kids and just kind of hanging out because it's usually empty, towards the end of the night, and you can kind of have the run of everything and do what you want to over there and just kind of enjoy it.
That is also on my list, so I concur with everything you say. And I've mentioned it before where, you get on there later on at night, you can ride Dumbo 3-4 times in a row for the most of the time when all the kids are asleep. You can go on Goofy's coaster there and you ride that a couple times without a long wait. So that is one of my favorite areas of the park. The music, I love the music going through there. You literally feel like you're 6 years old again going to the circus, so it's fun.
Yeah.
And not to mention, you're talking about theming is, you're looking at it a little bit more is the peanuts in the ground, like the fake peanuts and the elephant tracks, I believe, that are there. And then you have the roundhouse, which is actually the bathroom. So, you're talking about theming. That's just above and beyond what you would see in other parts of the park, too. So,
right.
I did actually, this was on mine as well. I just love to walk around over there, like to shop. I do actually enjoy Barnstormer. The queue for that is just fantastic.
I wouldn't say fantastic.
Well,
I was gonna say there's a queue for it.
Well, I'm a big Goofy fan, so did you see the props and the signs and the posters and everything? It's really neat to walk through there.
Yeah, but you can see that in about 5 seconds walking along the railroad tracks.
Shut up! This is my list.
Okay.
I was waiting for him to say I'm a big Goofy guy.
That's what I was waiting for him to say too.
I was, and I changed it because I knew that you guys were waiting.
I was ready. I was ready for that.
Yeah.
Well, that one didn't make my list, but I think it has to be at night for that one because during the day there's so little area for shade in there and it just gets so hot in that section.
It's Animal Kingdom hot over there.
I was going to say most of the places on my list it's kind of I was going to say it has to be at nighttime for it to really get the full effect.
Yeah. I only have one place that I would say daytime or nighttime. So I will mention that later. Unless somebody else brings it up first.
Are you teasing us with that?
I'm teasing you.
All right, so my first one, I'm going to go Sean's route on this one, and I'm going to do Port Orleans Riverside because that, to me, is true antebellum South with the two sections of the resort being the plantations and the bayou. I just think that, again, kind of like Wilderness, it's not Disney, the characters aren't there. Just walking around, even the whole gift shop check-in area just has so much to it, and I love walking around that resort.
Do you think that resort's going to last longer than your podcast did?
I think it already did.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That was
a bonfire you got burned so bad.
It's fighting words.
Well, it's not really fighting words if it's true. But I just like to stroll around over there. If you can take a horse-drawn carriage around, get some beignets. Have not yet. I think if I ever, I plan like an anniversary trip or something, I think that, that's appropriate for that. But
what if one of our listeners wanted to pay for you and Scott to do it? Would you do it?
He has to sing, though.
Yes.
Who has to sing?
You have to sing.
Oh, well then no. If Scott sings to me, it's okay.
Oh, wow. You don't want me to sing to anyone.
Well, but if you start to sing, the horse will buck you off, and I can ride on, alone and enjoy the trip. So.
All right, so Sean, themes.
Damn. Yes. Okay. So mine here is, I guess I'll talk about it now, is the one that I would say either daytime or nighttime, and that would be Main Street USA. That's the entrance to the park. That's the opening show there. That's the opening credits to everything to get you used to what you're gonna be seeing, long lines and expensive things that you have to buy. But on a serious note, I just love Main Street USA because you're stepping into there. It's like stepping back in time. It's stepping into a town that we all kind of want to live in or have access to rather quickly. That's Main Street Americana right there. There's towns close to me that sort of resemble that on a much smaller scale, and I feel like I'm home when I see that. It's just from your restaurants to your snacks to your stores. It's just so inviting, and the music there, I absolutely love the music on Main Street USA, whether it's nighttime or daytime. There's just so much going on, so much to see, and it's a great place to people watch, and you can't beat that.
Yeah, I think along the lines you're going, to me, Main Street is better during the day because normally when I'm thinking Main Street at night, I'm normally leaving the park. And to me, Main Street is better when you're coming into the park than you are going out.
But it's just enjoyable. It used to be better when you had the parade going on, the nighttime parade. Hopefully they plan to bring some sort of nighttime parade back. Or maybe they have already, but we don't know it yet because we recorded this episode way in the past. But at nighttime, if you've been there and you're sitting there watching the parade come down Main Street, and you're sitting at the railroad station or down below, and when it's making the turn there, it's so much fun. It's just such an electric atmosphere when you have a parade coming down Main Street at night. It's just something I love to do. I don't normally watch the parades on Main Street either, but the last time we saw the Main Street Electrical Parade for the last time. It was at night right there. It was just incredible. My kids absolutely loved it. I loved it. It was so much fun.
But would you have enjoyed it if you knew that it was not your last time seeing it?
I still enjoy it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I knew it. I didn't know that was going to be the last time I'd ever see it.
Oh, okay.
But nighttime is so much fun because anytime we leave the Magic Kingdom for the last time at night, we always say goodbye to the Magic Kingdom at night. It's just something that we do. It's a tradition there. But it's just so much fun at night, and the kids love it, and it's just you also get that calming feeling when you're leaving at night too. During the day I don't get that, but at nighttime and I'm leaving, I get a relaxed feeling leaving the park.
So next one on my list is kind of an area that when I think Magic Kingdom, I think of this area, and again, it's at nighttime, but y'all can go ahead and railroad me because I know I'm going to get it because it encompasses kind of two lands, but the boardwalk that goes along Rivers of America from Liberty Square into Frontierland. I love getting up there and just walking, during the night, and as the music slowly progresses into Frontierland, and you're kind of out of the hustle and bustle of all the crowds and everything, and you can just kind of go at your own pace and enjoy the flicker of the faux candle lanterns and all that kind of stuff. I just love that area.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that as an option, but it's, again, one that you have to do at night to get the full effect of it, but it's a fun place to walk around.
That is true. I mean, it does, it kind of it takes you to that time and place where there was no electricity and it's really dark and you only have the candles and the windows. It's almost like a eerie feeling. It's walking through there, especially if it's past the closing time and most of the people are gone. It's really neat, and it's quiet there too, which is nice.
I'll go ahead and jump into my second one then. One that I'm sure is probably going to be on at least one of your lists, but I'm going to do the World Showcase in Epcot, just because, how many times do people get to, travel to those countries, or any of those countries in the world, but the fact of having them all there and all that they have to offer is something that's always fun to do.
Oh, if you had to pick one, which one would you pick has the best theming?
As far as one country?
Yes.
I'd probably do France.
Yeah. I would agree with that one.
World Showcase, I didn't even think of World Showcase as a whole, but it is really well themed in each country. But coming to for choosing one, it's tough. Japan is great.
I was gonna say I like getting lost back in Morocco.
Morocco's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with really any of them for the most part, except America. America's is terrible.
America.
That's America.
America.
African outpost.
Oh yeah, that one doesn't count. That's awful.
At least you got the soothing sounds of the kids
drums.
beating on the drums.
Oh, I hate that. Goes right through me every time. Keith, what do you have? You have your next, Keith?
Sure. My last one I had was Harambe. That's in the animal kingdom. I could spend the entire day here. I just love to walk around there, to hear the music and walk through the shops, the dawa bars there. It's just a fantastic place to hang out, especially at night now. It just adds a whole new experience to the park as a whole, but especially there. Just like the buildings and the posters and graffiti that's on the buildings is that's well done. I just love that place.
I'm sure Scott wants to love it too with you, right, Scott?
Would love to love it with you.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I would love to love it with you too.
I actually had Africa as one of the lands on my list as well. Just everything about there, specifically going on the safari. But I love walking all around that entire area because you truly feel like you're there.
Yes, you do.
Man of many words.
Yes.
That's that award-winning commentary that we love here.
Yes.
On Enchanted Tiki Talk.
So I'm gonna give love to another park, which most people hate, but it's gonna be Hollywood Studios. And
wow.
Once again, this is going to be nighttime only, folks, and it is Sunset Boulevard. I love Sunset Boulevard at night. You can get the view of the Tower of Terror, all the neon lights that are going on there at the candy place there, and just walking along over there. I just enjoy it because it's like you're taking a step back in time and seeing Hollywood.
Because there's nobody else there.
Yeah, exactly. What Hollywood used to be like. And you can see other people rushing to get over to Fantasmic, running up the hill. But I just love that area of the park because Hollywood Studios used to be my favorite park way back in the day. And that's like the one area of the park where I still feel like some sort of connection to my old love of that. So that made my list.
I do enjoy that park, especially at night, because once again, there's not a ton of shade there, so during the day it's pretty bad, but it kind of it transforms itself at night. Like Sean said, that's with the Tower of Terror there and all the street lamps and the shops and stuff there. It's really, really neat. So if you want to check out a place where there's not a ton of people, head over to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, it didn't even dawn on me with that area, but I do love, at nighttime with all the neon and everything, especially right there where you're coming off of Sunset onto Hollywood Boulevard. That whole area is really cool to be in at nighttime.
Yeah.
Yup.
Another one on my list, kind of similar like Keith and Scott were saying in Animal Kingdom, but it's actually the very first part when you get in the Oasis. A lot of people just blow right through there and making their way to attractions and everything, and just taking the time to kind of walk through there and look at the different animal exhibits and everything in there. It's just a really kind of a cool area where you can kind of again get away from the crowd and everything, and take it in as your own leisure and everything.
So do you go up the left side or the right side?
I don't know if I really have it just really depends on which way the kids go, and I start chasing them when we go in.
Always left.
Yeah, it feels weird when I go up the right side.
Yeah.
That's really the only one that we don't really have a particular path that we go every time. Like the other parks, we have, you know, when you go in the World Showcase, you always go to Mexico and you go that way. But with Animal Kingdom, it's just kind of, we just go on free reign.
Right.
Anytime I'm in Epcot and people head over to the right, I want to go, you're going the wrong way! I just want to stand there and direct people to go to the right. Please stay to the right.
Hit those light sticks and just kind of like, nope, this way.
Scott, do you have another one?
I do, so I'm going to kind of go against my first one. I'm going to do another resort, and I'm actually going to do Art of Animation. The buildings themselves aren't a whole lot, but the way they themed each section, specifically cars and their pool and everything they've got there with all the different cars out there. And I love the Lion King part as well, so I really enjoy walking around that resort.
I'm going to say that Art of Animation is probably one of the best themed resorts on property. Not looking at the buildings necessarily themselves, but walking through the grounds. It's just, stepping into the cars. I mean, my son was so thrilled walking through there. Seeing Finding Nemo, Little Mermaid, and then Lion King. I mean, those are just...
They're classics.
Classics. It's just so much fun walking through. It's like the movies have come to life. It's just kids love that, and it's just one of those things where if you've ever been to Disney World and you've been there 5, 10, 15, 20 times, whatever it is, and you've never been over Art of Animation, you're doing yourself a disservice. You need to go check it out because it is pretty. It's entertaining and it's a great place to take pictures. And going over to the food court over there is good as well. So definitely check that place out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the one night stay in November there. I know both of my kids are be excited to get to stay with the cars, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and it's always nice. Even if you stay at Pop Century, you can just walk the bridge right there, check out the resort. Like Sean said, the food court there is fantastic. I had there's like a veggie burger there. It's
okay,
really
don't
good.
call it a burger if it's made of veggies. Come on, it's not a burger.
Veggie patty.
Yeah,
right.
It's a hockey puck.
But it was really good and stuff. So there's healthier choices there that you don't get at Pop Century, but it's just a short walk across the bridge.
All right, so my last one here is back at the Magic Kingdom, and it is Tomorrowland at night. The colors are so inviting. I love walking up there, and it's not like my favorite area of the park per se, but at nighttime it's completely different. It just draws me in every single time. Heading over to most of it is just because, like I said, the colors. I love the music there as well. It just feels like there's more life in there at night. And then when you get onto the TTA and you're on that, taking the route around Tomorrowland there, it's so much fun seeing the castle as the fireworks are going off, or when the parades used to be going on. It was always fun getting a little glimpse of that here and there. So Tomorrowland is my final one.
Disney is listening. If you sell a night-only ticket, all of us will buy those too. So
they have them for Epcot.
I just love to ride the Astro Orbiter at night because you get a really cool vantage point of the entire park from up there, which is neat. And of course, it's better at night. But we've all said that quite a few times.
Is there any other land that goes through such a drastic change than Tomorrowland? Because I mean, you walk in during the day and it's dull and drab, and then at night it actually comes alive. So I mean, it's amazing just what light will do with it. So
I mean, really, is there any other places if you think about it? You could
not really.
Technically, you could say Main Street USA. I mean, Main Street really comes alive at night as well, but not to that extent that Tomorrowland.
Yeah, but it's not as. Yeah, I was gonna say Tomorrowland's just so dull and drab, and especially since they painted the rocks those blue, purpley looking colors, and
I don't think so. If any listeners are out there can think of anything else, let us know.
Well, I'll kind of tag on that one. It's not any surprise to any of you guys. It's not going to be drab and dull during the day, but Pandora from day to night had to make my list because, like I said, it's probably the best land that Disney's ever made.
I'm surprised it took you this long to say it.
I know.
I had to save the best for last.
Hey, look. We also sell Enchanted Tiki Talk shoe horns for just if you want to get that in there. But no, I mean, I'm sure it is. As of recording this, I still have not seen it in person, but I can, just imagine how cool it is from the transformation into the evening there. So, yeah, I guess I have to take Scott's word for it, which hurts me deeply.
It does.
As long as they get the fire alarms fixed.
Right.
I know.
The last one I guess I'll mention, and it's kind of I kind of had a hard time picking between this, and I figured somebody else was going to say it, so I steered away from it. But Adventureland, again, at nighttime, it just kind of comes alive with all the sounds and everything they got playing in there. The torches are lit and everything. But it was a toss-up between there and the... I don't know what you would call it now, since it's not really interventions anymore, but interventions at night with the light up sidewalk and everything. So
Just all the future world.
yeah. So I mean, but both of them again, nighttime. It just comes on and comes alive, and I think I would lean a little towards more for my list Adventureland, because at least during the day it does. It still kind of has a life to it. Where again, Future World's a little drab during the day.
There's Dole Whips there too, so that's important.
They have Dole Whips and Citrus Swirl, so they have a huge advantage there.
What is Citrus Swirl? Is that new?
It's better than a Dole Whip.
Well, you watch your mouth, sir. I will come right through this microphone.
That was it for my list.
So that's going to do it for this week. First, we want to thank our sponsors, Kingdom Strollers. Kingdom Strollers provides premium stroller and crib rentals delivered straight to your Disney resort. For more information, please visit kingdomstrollers.com. Check out Mickey Monthly to have magic from the parks delivered straight to your door. Visit mickeymonthly.com for more information. Also, head over to myfantasybands.com where you can get customized magic band covers for your next Walt Disney World vacation. You can use the code EnchantedTikiTalk20 to save 20% off your custom order at myfantasybands.com. Be sure to let us know what you thought about the show. Head over to enchantedtikitalk.com or facebook.com/enchantedtikitalk to leave a comment about the show. You may email us at podcast@enchantedtikitalk.com and leave us a message on the Tiki Talk hotline, which is 256-4MyTiki. That's 256-469-8454. Check out our store at redbubble.com or follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Tiki Talk Podcast. Lastly, if you enjoyed the show, please take the time to rate us on iTunes.
You may find me Twitter, 1 Minute Disney Dream, that's 1MIN Disney Dream, MouseWorldVacations.com, and MousePros.com.
I don't know where I am right now. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Dole Whip Daily.
And you can find me on Twitter at Scotty Campbell or on Instagram at Scotty Boy.
And I'm on Instagram and Twitter, mholly579. And with all that being said, Alan, you can take it away, bud.
Thanks for listening this week. For Sean and Keith and Matt, I'm Alan. And this has been Enchanted Tiki Talk. Aloha.
I don't think I'm feeling too good right now. Scott didn't mention Disney Springs. There's something wrong.
Well, I had to totally redo my list because the first text you sent me was Disney Park, and you didn't say Disney World, so I had my 5 within Disney parks around the world.
Around the world? We weren't talking about around the world. You spin me right round the world.
Well, you said, what did you say in your text? Scott, we were going to record top 5 themed areas in Disney.
Yeah,
you didn't say Disney World. So I had like Shanghai, California.
Oh, gosh. Oh, Scott.
I need specifics.
You can't even spell specifics.
Nope.
I don't even know what specifics is, but... Oh, Scott, you ruined it. I was sure like Springs was going to be on there. Like each restaurant was going to have its own category.
I like specifics and meatballs.
I don't even know that Springs would be on my top 10.
Really?
What? Well, as he's been there so much, it's like another day for him to be there. It's like walking like into like a shopping mall for us. It's basically the same thing. Just another day in sunny, beautiful Florida. With Scott Campbell.
He needs his own theme song. Somebody's got to write a theme song, Scott's theme song, and like every time he's walking in the spring as it plays, I picture like
someone's carrying some music behind me.
Like it's got to be like a '70s song, you know, like the '70s TV shows.
Like that song from Anchorman when they were walking through the thing.
Sure, whatever that one is. I don't remember. I haven't seen that movie in years, so I don't remember. But like some kind of '70s theme song, like
Starsky and Hutch.
What song is that from?
I have no idea.
Nope.
Can't think of the name of the show. But yeah, you definitely need a '70s theme song.
Non-stop music the whole trip.
Stupid ads.
Yeah, that's not it.
No, it's not.
Hell.
Enchanted Tiki Talk has been brought to you by MousePros.com. Let us plan your perfect Disney vacation. And MickeyMonthly.com, where you can get the parks sent directly to you. And by KingdomStrollers.com for all your premium stroller and crib rental needs. Also by Trader Sam's Coffee. Why not brew some magic in your home? And finally, Woodies.com. Sunglasses for a glare-free view of the magic. For all of us here, I'm David Benter. Thanks for listening to Enchanted Tiki Talk.